Good morning, Council. Patrick Brody, Fire Chief, San Angelo. So I wanted to take a little opportunity to just kind of brief all the council and the citizens watching today of what we've got going on in the Panhandle and San Angelo's involvement. So just a quick briefing. So this fire, we initially sent a strike team. We sent one single resource and a strike team leader to the Panhandle on Sunday to pre-deploy. That area had high markers of a potential brush fire breaking out, and they got it pretty close. So our personnel initially staged in a city called Childress, which is about 200 miles from the fire. When the fire broke out on Monday, they were immediately dispatched to that area. They were dispatched to a town called Canadian that they began to protect and defend. Since then, another group, we sent out an additional brush truck with 4 personnel and 2 additional engine bosses. So each individual resource has an engine boss, a driver, and then also a firefighter on it. That engine boss is in charge of that single resource. A strike team leader is in charge of 5 of those resources. So our local Texas Forest Service office here in San Angelo deployed with us. So Shane Krim, Cody Lambert and his team deployed to the Panhandle with us, and their entire team's up there too. So we have a strong presence of San Angelo, whether it be San Angelo Fire or Texas Forest Service, represented in the Panhandle. Altogether, San Angelo has 10 personnel up there. We have two individual resources, a strike team leader, and several engine bosses that are on tankers or different resources from other agencies. So where are we at with the fire? I told you initially 1 strike team was requested. That's 5 individual resources with complement of personnel, okay, and a strike team leader. Since then, 19 strike teams have been deployed to that area, over 323 personnel. They have air support, whether it be Chinook helicopter, fixed wing aircraft, and they're beginning to get a handle on this situation. Last report I saw was, y'all see the news just like I do. 3% containment, 10% containment. Last I read was 15% containment. Spoke with the strike team leader this morning, and we're at 55% containment. There's a huge stride. That means we're starting to come over the hill just a little bit. Still a lot of work to be done, and those personnel are really, at first they were putting in, the normal shift is a 12-hour shift, but they're putting in 15, 16, 18 hours consecutively with no sleep out on the line. And I see pictures coming home from those guys up there working, and you can just see it all over the face. They're exhausted, but they're doing God's work up there, and I'm very proud of them. So total acres burned at this point is 1,076,000, just a little over that. And as y'all know, it's the largest grass fire in the state of Texas history, second largest in the United States. So our crews, along with Texas Forest Service, they're kind of stationed in between 2 cities, if you're familiar with them, Skellytown and Borger. I know where Borger's at. I've never heard of Skellytown. Some of y'all may have. But they cover from Stinnett all the way to Pampa. If you're familiar with the Panhandle at all, that's the area that they're covering. Friday of last week, I actually received a letter, or an email rather, from the community up there in Canadian, and it's from the Texas Municipal Police Association. They were impressed enough to take the time to communicate with us on how our guys are doing. So let me read this letter to y'all. Some of y'all have already read it. So I just wanted to pass along the message from citizens of Canadian, Texas, that was shared with me while I visited their town yesterday. I was advised if the San Angelo Fire Department Fire Department had not arrived when they did, there was a strong belief that the community would be an entire loss. They advised their volunteers did not have the resources or manpower to continue protecting the town when the wind shifted and began moving fire on them from 2 directions, but said that the San Angelo Fire Department arrived with little time to spare and began to hold the lines to keep the town from being a much larger loss. The citizens I spoke with were extremely appreciative of San Angelo's response and efforts to stop the fire from causing any worse loss to the community. Please pass this message along to the members of San Angelo Fire who responded to Canadian, as well as the San Angelo Fire Chief and members of the city staff who should know the impact the resources provide in our town. my heart is full of pride with these people.
Absolutely.
They're representing our city, and they're defending a community that they're not part of. So I wanted to share all that with y'all because it's something to be very proud of. So,
Let
thank you.
them know that we are very grateful for everything that they do, and our prayers are with them.
Yes, ma'am, I will do. Do y'all have any questions about the status?
Yes, sir. Go ahead,
When
ma'am.
that team returns, could they present themselves here so we can publicly recognize what they've done?
That's a good idea.
Yes, I will put that together.
Great.
And applause for them. Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Tell them
guys.
Steve said thank you for it.
Thank you, Chief Brody.
Mayor, if I could, before we move on, I heard the same report from another source that the San Angelo folks were, the timing was very good. They were very effective, very quick, and made a huge difference. So
Absolutely. Thank you.